Thank you, Dave. We are inside the Continental Tire Coach's Corner after Carolina makes the big comeback, trailing by as many as 14 at one point in the second half, then leading by as many as 14 in the second half, and eventually wins by 8. I'm with the head coach of the Tar Heels, Hubert Davis, just checking out the stat sheet. Coach, what were you looking at there to get some information?
Just looking at it, it was a really wild game. I just felt like, for whatever reason, just our energy and our effort wasn't there. That's the foundation of who we are. We have to play with, max out energy. And, for the first half and coming out of the second half, it just didn't feel like it was there. We just weren't making plays, weren't getting loose balls, just a step slow on both ends of the floor. And then we started to press, and that started to get us alive. And the energy just picked up where it should have been. And we were allowed to come back and beat a really good athletic Florida State team.
Other than just getting some energy, what did you like kind of technically about what you guys did in the press that seemed to give them a lot of trouble?
Well, we did two things. One, we created turnovers, and that allowed us to be able to attack the basket and be able to convert off those turnovers. And then number two is it sped them up. And so they were out of their offense. They took quick shots. We rebounded the basketball, and then it got us out in transition, where we wanted to be, because it's in a half court against a set defense against them. It's just very difficult. They switch everything on and off the ball. They have 2 7-footers all the time out there on the floor. So attacking a basket, it sounds easy, but it's very difficult. And so us getting out in transition, creating steals, getting into the penalty really early, I thought that was huge for us, because then we were shooting 2 free throws pretty much almost half of the second half. And so that was great for us. But that press did a lot for us on both ends of the floor.
You had a 3-guard lineup out there a lot with Seth and RJ and Elliott in the second half. What do you like about that group together? They seem very effective in that second half.
I do like it. That's 3 point guards out there. I love it. And I've always been a fan of having as many playmakers out there on the floor. So when you get pressed, nobody can take you out of your offense. We have multiple guys that can make plays, and because of Elliott and RJ and Seth and their ability to attack the basket, that got us into the penalty and got us to the free throw line. And really, with that press and making free throws, that cut that 14-point lead to single digits. And then now you look up at the score and you're like, okay, now we can go now. And so that was, I like that lineup in there, and they played really well today.
Coach, that's now 3 straight games for RJ Davis with more than 27 points. I think it's 107 points in the last 4 games. As far as that first stat, he's the first Tar Heel to do that since Joseph Forte in 2001. There's only 10 Tar Heels that have ever done it. What's working for him right now? Is it just getting good shots? Is he hot? What are you liking about what he's doing offensively?
I think everything. I think he's hot. I think he's really good. He is an elite scorer on the ball and off the ball. And so when you have multiple playmakers like, Harrison and Elliott, and they're looking for him, like he's getting to the free throw line and making his free throws. From an offensive standpoint, he's just in a really nice rhythm. And doesn't surprise me that he continues to score 27 points and is exactly what we needed out there. We need him to be big every game, and he has really stepped up here at the beginning of the season.
Just 2 more quick things. It felt like the Smith Center was a big part of these 2 games this week. Just the energy, the crowd. It just felt like that was important to be here this week.
It's always a factor for us. It's just our fans, our student section. They're a 50 out of a 10. They just are. They give us life. The encouragement that we get from them gives us energy and gives us life out there. And even when we were down by 14, I just felt like the crowd was just waiting and waiting for us to get into it. And their support has been absolutely fantastic. And these 2 crowds on Wednesday and then Saturday afternoon in the ACC here is big time. They've been a tremendous help to us, and so the fans have been great.
Last thing, I know you got to go, but UConn on Tuesday, then you get exams in Kentucky. I mean, this is a tough stretch. It's been a tough stretch, and it continues. How do you try and manage this with your guys and with another big challenge upcoming?
Yeah, everyone says, "Oh, this is a tough stretch." Yes, but tell me a point in Carolina basketball where there isn't a tough stretch. So, this is every year. Our non-conference schedule is one of the best in the country. Now you're having to play ACC games in December, and conference basketball can go either way. And so we're happy that we've won the last 3 games against really good opponents, and we're excited about the challenge of playing the defending national champions in Madison Square Garden. You know how much I love New York.
That comes up on Tuesday night, but for today, Carolina happy with the big comeback and the victory over Florida State. Coach, congratulations. Look forward to talking with you soon.
All right, thanks a lot. I appreciate it.